honey? Kill anyone today?
Did I kill anyone? I'm not a doctor. I'm a postal worker. Hi, I'm Mark David Wayne. I've been a postal worker for 20 years. You may have seen some of my blue-collar brethren on the evening news, usually after the newscaster says, before turning the gun on himself. Those are disgruntled postal workers. I am a gruntled postal worker, which means that even though I am a loner and keep to myself, the way I alleviate job-related stress does not endanger human life. Right, Betty?
That's right, Schnookums.
How, do you ask? Have I managed to work in an office for 20 years with no windows, no air conditioning, limited human contact, no hope for a future, and still suppress my need to hunt humans for sport? How do I suppress that all-encompassing urge? Many ways. Interpretive dance, nude figure drawing, writing letters to my shoes, and the forgotten art of hamster pedicure. See my wife, Betty? I met her in an isolation chamber. Isn't that right, Wilma?
That's right, Pooh Bear.
Yes, the post office is your friend. I am a gruntled postal worker, which means the voices inside my head are no different than yours and mine. And to all my disgruntled brothers out there, stop. Before you leave that note for the cops to find, go back and talk to the mirror for some more. You'll find that it's just not worth it. So remember the zip code, and as always, have a nice day. Roseanne, it's time for America's Most Wanted. I thought I saw one of my co-workers on there.
If I told you that my brother Frank would sell in a new 96 El Grillo Coupe for under factory invoice, you'd say that was quite a bargain. If I said my brother Frank would sell you the four-wheel drive mustard machine for less than the price of any other car on the marketplace, you would take home a few. And if I said that my brother Frank will give you a brand new, fully stocked 96 T convertible, complete with air, power windows, power brakes, driver and passenger airbags, CD stereo, and vanilla aroma air fresheners for common household items, you might call my brother Frank strange. And you'd be right. But not only is he strange, he is brain damaged. Come on down to Brain Damaged Frank's, because right now he's selling that 96 El Grillo Coupe for a pretty bouquet and a bottle of Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. Until we run out, you can drive home in a mustard machine for a spatula and a plastic blue wiffle bat. And if you're one of the first 20 customers to rush down to Brain Damaged Frank's, Frank may give you $5 to drive home in that new T convertible. Rush, and I mean rush on down to Strain Frank's while these bargains last. You won't want to miss it. unless you need a new TV. Because to anyone who misses out on these outrageous automobile prices, Frank will give away a TV watcher, 29-inch color television, complete with mini satellite dish, absolutely free. God bless brain damaged Frank.
Brain damaged Frank. Close.
The colder a beer is brewed, the better it tastes, which is why there are so many ice beers around. You can drink any ice beer, or you can drink the coldest ice beer. My ex-girlfriend ice beer.
It takes at least 2 years of emotionally Arctic conditions to make this beer one bitchin' brew.
Because nothing is as cold as my ex-girlfriend!
25th of October, 1865. The New England Standard Post, 1 Main Street, Amherst, Massachusetts. To the editor, please print the enclosed personal ad in this Saturday's edition of the Post. Sincerely, Miss Emily Dickinson. Single white female in search of nice man, nice quiet man. In search of quiet yet romantic older gentleman. In search of quiet, romantic, virile, kindred spirit for long talks, extended discourse, holding hands, lightly fingering souls through our mortality, and spending time staring from attic windows at the hopeless, gray New England rain. Because I could not stop for love, please kindly stop for me, This solitary, anemic female soul seeks her own society. Wild nights, wild nights, were I with thee, wild nights should be our luxury. Rowing in Eden, the sea, might I but more, tonight, in thee. No fatties.
Nerdorama, can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling from Radio Shack. We're a bit short-handed here. Could you send over 2 geeks?
Computer geeks or electronic geeks, sir?
Well, how about one of each?
They're on their way. Thank you for using Nerdorama.
Thank you.
2 floor geeks to Radio Shack, 1 of each. Yes, Nerdorama.
Hello, do you have escorts?
Yes, ma'am, we cater to all your nerd needs.
I need a date for the Star Trek convention. Not that I'm desperate. What do you recommend?
Well, it sounds like you're looking for our basic no-frills nerd.
Well, I was sort of thinking of a dweeb.
Yes, ma'am, we can do that.
Do you have any with those cute Spock ears?
Yes, ma'am, but Spock ears are extra.
That's fine. Can I pick him up on Thursday?
Certainly.
Oh, he'll also have to know the Vulcan salute.
All our dweebs do. Thank you for using Nerdorama.
Live long and prosper.
1 dweeb for Thursday pickup with Spock ears. Yes, Nerdorama.
Yo, my friend is having a party, and we need some more morons.
I'm sorry, we don't carry those. Try Jock World, they're in the book.
What book?
Yes, Nerdorama.
Hello, I'm thinking of trading in my sidekick.
Why, certainly, Mr. Bush. Has your present one malfunctioned?
That's the problem. I can't tell.
Well, do you prefer another dip, or would you like a twit or twerp this time?
Decisions. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to get back to you.
Certainly. Thank you for using Notorama. Yes, Notorama.
Excuse me, do you have any gits?
I'm sorry, we don't carry any imported nerds. Nerdorama, can I help you?
Hi, I'm starting a local cable program. Do you take bulk orders?
Oh, come on, honey. That's the kind of talk I love. Oh, yeah, baby.
Are you hot to trot? Don't horse around anymore with 1-900 numbers that don't deliver. Try Mr. Ed's 1-900-WILBUR, the erotic equestrian hotline. It's your starting gate to the sophisticated globe-trotting action you need. Share your deepest fantasies with Mr. Ed.
I've been in a race. Yeah, I'm all hot and sweaty.
It's like nothing you've ever heard or experienced. Call now. $11.95 for the first minute. Kids must have parents' permission before calling. Dial 1-900-WILBUR. That's 1-900-WILBUR. That's 1-900-WILLBUR.
I'll be waiting.
I'm the only one here, but, don't worry. Everything was okay, and we'll be right back.
This bean contains a nutrient vital to the growth of a healthy baby. It's called folic acid, and it's found in beans, green leafy vegetables, fruits, and vitamin pills. Without folic acid, your baby could be born with life-threatening birth defects. That's why the March of Dimes says that before you get pregnant, you need folic acid in your diet every day. So if you don't think this can make a difference in the health of your baby, you don't know beans. Preventing birth defects starts before you're pregnant. Get the facts. Call the March of Dimes.
Why don't you come up here, Pumpkin?
What are you doing, Larry?
Well, Vince, I've asked my pumpkin to sit on my lap to prove a point.
And what is that, your Larryness?
Even if we fasten our safety belts, even if you hold on tight, even if you were watching the road...
Huh?
In a crash, your pumpkin will be nothing but a squash.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Use child safety seats.
We love that little pumpkin to pieces.
Stardate 362438. We've just spent 3 days shore leave on Spacey Name 4, and we're setting out for the Vital Space Conference at Cool Sound 2 next month. We've got some very vital information on board, which should play a very important role in our negotiations with the Whoozits. But for now, we'll wander the galaxy for a couple of much-needed break-like time unit whatchamacallits. The much-needed rest is wonderful, and I must say, I haven't felt this good since that little brat Wesley Crusher went off the Starfleet Academy. Acted like I didn't know how to run my own ship, the impudent little runt. Of all the nincompoop, totally obvious suggestions he made, the only right one he made was leaving me alone, the rat's-ass bastard son of a medical officer.
Mr. Data, set coordinates to Starlight 1.
Coordinates set, sir.
Very good. Engage.
Yes, sir.
Oh, not you, number 1! Lieutenant Data, engage.
Sorry, sir.
Well, crew, here we go, off into the great unknown. Who knows what wonders await us? Who knows what fascinations are lying out there, anticipating our discovery? Lord, I was born for this. The raw, uninhibited thrill of adventure. Zounds, I feel alive, awake. I feel happy, I feel wonderful, I feel free. Oh, joyous life, I love thee now with pure abundance.
Captain, I feel a sense of joy.
Yes, Counselor, at this very moment, I am the source of all joy. I feel happy, happier than I have felt in a long time.
Yes, you feel happy, happier than you felt in a long time.
Yes, Counselor, I feel happy, so if you'll just...
Yes, I'm sure of it now, Captain. You do feel happy, don't you? I can sense it.
Yes, Counselor, I feel wonderful. Now, if you'll just run along.
Wait. I don't know what it is. I'm sensing a small but growing feeling of uneasiness and restlessness. Are you certain you're okay, Captain? Perhaps it would be better if you talked about it.
Danzooks, Counselor, must we go through this every time? Look, there's nothing ahead of us. I'm totally relaxed. Really, Counselor, I'm fine.
And you're sure?
Yes, Counselor, I'm sure. Now, I'm sure there must be someone on this ship who must actually need you, so...
Okay, Captain. Captain, you're hiding something. You're uneasy, I can sense it.
Counselor, I'm beginning to get very frustrated.
It's frustration now. Everybody, something's wrong with the captain.
Shut up!
The frustration is growing.
Shut up!
It's anger now. Deep, dark, seething anger.
Shut up!
Oh no, the captain's such a turmoil.
There, Counselor, there! Yes, I was feeling very frustrated, but I'm all better now. Number 1.
Yes, sir.
Take the Counselor down to sick bay. Perhaps Dr. Crusher can revive her.
Actually, sir, it might be easier if I took her down to my quarters. I can revive her there.
As you wish. Yes.
Captain, is there a problem?
Oh, it's you, Guinan. No, Guinan, there's no problem.
Are you sure there's no problem, Jean-Luc?
Yes, Guinan, I'm sure there is no problem. I just strangled my last problem into unconsciousness.
I'm not talking about that problem. I'm talking about the other problem.
Other problem? What other problem?
The one Data's going to tell you about in a couple of seconds.
Captain, there is a problem. My sensors indicate a Romulan ship in the immediate vicinity, and it appears to be... approaching.
I hear you, Data. Number 1, to the bridge. Lieutenant LaForge, run a complete physical breakdown of the ship's inverted power flex capacity and run a complete depth scan of the ship's weapon systems. Oh, and, Geordie boy, it's 2 o'clock. Bring me my tea, will you? Let's get that.
Captain! I came as fast as I could. What seems to be the problem?
Well, number 1, it seems we're being pursued by a Romulan craft.
I swear, the princess and I were just friends, and if the kid looks like me, it's only a coincidence.
Number one, we settled all that last season, so spare me your cheap and transparent denials. Now we are being pursued by another Romulan craft, and we better come up with a course of action and fast. Lieutenant Worf, any suggestions?
Captain, I feel we should open fire immediately and blow the out of the sky. You know how I feel, Captain. It would be better to let the Romulans rip off our heads and down our necks and die in battle with honor than to surrender in disgrace to a bunch of hairdressers.
I take your meaning, Lieutenant. Any further preferences?
Oh, yes, Captain. Before we enter this last and glorious battle, I would prefer one last meaningless overnight tryst with a large white woman.
Ah, I take your meaning, Lieutenant. Yes, I'm sure I speak for everyone here when I say that we all miss the very special services of Lieutenant Tasha Yar. But we mustn't think of that now. For now we are in a jam, from which we must extricate ourselves from, which...
Captain, the Romulan ship is hailing us.
That's very nice, Lieutenant. Be sure to send them my regards. Problem from?
Captain, I believe they wish to speak with you.
Oh, right. Now, on-screen data.
Captain, I am not able to put the Romulan captain on screen at this time.
Data, put the bloody Romulans on the bloody screen.
But Captain, that is not possible.
Now, Data.
Captain, I am not able to put the Romulans on screen at this moment.
Data, why can't you put the bloody Romulans on the bloody screen?
Because you have the remote, sir.
Data, don't be ridiculous. I gave you the remote last time.
Captain Picard of the Spaceship Enterprise. So nice that we meet again.
2 o'clock. Okay.
Your employees who serve in the National Guard and Reserve may seem different. They may work a little harder, be more confident, more willing to make the extra effort to get the job done right. So when your employees need time off to serve, remember, it's not just good for our country, it's good for your business.
Glad you could all make it.
Old friend Mick Gruel. So tell me, Mick Gruel, why are you pursuing us? And what are your intentions in doing so? And how are the wife and kids? And does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bench?
Silence, Captain! Cease your incessant worthless chatter. The reason for which I have come is simple. I wish to strike with you a deal.
Deals? We don't deal with terrorists, Mick Gruel.
Oh, come on, just this once.
Very well, Mick Gruel, in the interests of diplomacy, I will hear you out. But mark my words, Mick Gruel, my watchful eye is on you every moment.
Sir.
So, where were we, Mick Gruel?
The deal, my good captain, the deal. Now, dear friend, I wish to propose a barter that I'm sure you'll be quite interested in.
I should hope so, Mick Gruel. I'd hate to think that you came all this way for nothing.
Captain, you have such a delightful sense of humor. Please let me know if you ever intend to use it. Now, on to business, shall we? I understand that you have in your possession certain vital information concerning next month's space conference.
Well, maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Well, in any event, I have in my possession a certain friend of yours who would bet his precious little life that you do have that information. That is, if he had the choice to place that bet.
Mick Gruel, what on earth are you talking about?
Help me! Captain! Help! My God, it's the boy! Leslie Crusher! Red alert!
So you see, Captain, the deal is simple. You give me the information, we give you the boy.
We give you the information and you give us the boy?
Wait! Are you bluffing? Mocking me with your laughter? Surely you must realize if you fail to deal with me, the boy will die!
If the boy's so bloody f***ing, let him figure out his own way out of this f***ing mess!
Oh yeah! Commander! I know a way that we can destroy the Enterprise!
Get away from me, kid, you bother me!
No! But all we have to do...
Silence! Can't you see you've outlived your usefulness?
But all we have to do...
Quiet! Hold this! Poochie! Picard, once again I misjudged you. You have my sympathies. But wait, the dealing's not over yet. Tell you what I'm going to do. You give me the information, I'll give you the dead carcass of Wesley Crusher, plus your choice of either what's behind door number 1, curtain number 2, or whatever Jay has here in his little box. Come on down, Jay! Well, what shall it be, Captain?
I don't know, Mick Gruel.
I'll throw in a dinette set, your supply of tunnel wax, and a heaping helping of rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat.
Hold on there, Mick Gruel, just a second. I'm willing to take suggestions from the crew. I'll go it alone.
The
boss. I'm keeping the information, McRule. No use.
Picard, you don't know what you're saying. I'll give you a gift certificate from a steel catalog.
Take him off screen, Data.
I want the full dehydrator.
Now,
Floaty. Like a hair flapper. Cash.
There. That's better. Everything's back to normal. Data, resume course for Starlight 1. Well then. Everything's quiet. And I'm happy again. Lord, I was born for this. The universe is my oyster, and there's nothing to stop me from slurping it down. Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Captain, I'm sensing a feeling of joy.
Hi, I'm Ron Feligno for DQD Comedy Theater, and I'm here to tell you that violence rhymes with I'm a big, stupid, moron, loser, no friends geek whose life will go absolutely nowhere as long as I continue this life stylence. So please, stop the violence.
Oh my god, I think she's looking over here. Oh, she is! Oh, that was nice.
A smile turns into a laugh, which turns into a love. So with all of our hearts we must share the gift of laughter.